We're here in the top of the fifth inning, 3-0. Gage Williams back on the bump for the Grizzlies. We're going to roll the stories along here. I had these saved for later, but I'll get them out here now, Robbie, because you're going to have some more insight. A name I think it's only been mentioned once on here, but another good friend of Cody's who's not with us today is Jeff Moyer. He was a volunteer coach here at GGC. Now he's assistant coach over around here. They're literally playing Bryan right now as we speak. So Jeff couldn't make it across to Atlanta in time to be here. But Jeff, I remember when he was here at GGC and Cody was obviously sitting front row like he always does. Jeff told me a story that this was back in the day before Presto. So this is our DAC stat days, and Patrick's not going to know what I'm talking about, but Robbie knows right where I'm going with this. So back in the DAC stat days of NAIA baseball, the season stats would refresh once a day, like every day. And so you would wake up in the morning and you could see what the scores were or see what, Cam Corsi was batting, Well, while the game was going on, you kind of had to do some math in your head. Okay, he's 2 for 4. Add that to the season stats, and now you got to get an idea of what's going on as we're calling games on a broadcast, right? So, flashback to Moyer's story here. And so Moyer and Cody are staying up. They're best friends. They talk all the time. They're playing video games at night. They're playing Madden, right? And so they're playing into the wee hours of the morning one night. And Jeff's like, Cody, I've talked to Jeff about this, and Jeff was like. I was like, Cody, man, it's getting late. Like, I'm getting tired. Like, I'm going to call it a night. I got a long day tomorrow. And Cody's like, okay, sounds good, man. I'm going to stay up for a little bit longer. And Jeff goes, why? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, why are you staying up? He goes, I just want to check some scores. And Jeff was like, they're not all in? And Cody goes, no, the DAC stack page refreshes at 2:34 in the morning. I said, what? And he was like, yeah, Cody has stayed up enough times and knows that the DACStat website refreshed at 2:34 in the morning every single day.
Those were the days. I remember statting games on DACStats. And actually, when I was working in Major League Baseball spring training, they used DACStats, for scoreboard operation, things like that, coincidentally enough. And so I knew how to do all that already. And, Jeff, I consider Jeff to be the only person that I think is closer to Cody than I am, really. And I think that Jeff is just an incredible individual. And it does not surprise me that probably pre-marriage days, he was able to stay up till 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Pre-kid days, he was able to stay up till 2 in the morning playing video games with Cody. And that was something. I mean, Cody and I would play MLB The Show. One of my favorite things is Cody had this streamer that he really liked to watch that was from the Atlanta metro area. And Cody actually got to play him one time and beat him and on MLB The Show. And I remember, typing in that guy's chat, like, hey, that guy's a huge fan of yours and all that. And after, Cody and I calling each other like, oh, man, that just happened and going crazy. And, there's so many memories and things that people didn't get to see on a regular basis.
And so Gage Williams hits a batter there after the leadoff walk. That one up to the head area as Drew Damasi, who for the second time will get checked out from the trainer today as he's going to walk down to first. Appears everything's okay with that, but always a scary scene anytime a ball up near the head or neck area.
Yeah, that Drew helmet, there's no debating that.
And so Damasi will talk it out with the athletic trainer down there. Earlier in the game, it looked like he appeared to stretch out for a play at first and came up a little bit wobbly. And everything seems to check out okay for Damasi as he's going to stay in the game.
In the meantime, Evan Wise is going to talk things over with Gage Woods. A little pulse check there, make sure he's okay. And all parties seem to be all right. Damasi going to be... It's a short bus ride back to Bruton Parker, but it may be a a rough one.
I think it's about 3 hours too long for Damasi.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So joined by Robby Guiterrez here on Cody Butler Day here at Georgia Gwinnett College. And Matt sharing the stories with Robby and going over different things about how passionate Cody was for NAIA ball. And truly, I mean, the one common talking point that we've heard today throughout all the interviews is how important Cody was to expanding the game of NAIA and how much of a difference maker he truly has been. As Gage Williams
fields a bunt behind the mound.
yeah, that one's you don't see that one every day. Fields a bunt behind the mound and gets the lead runner at third. So runners will stay on first and second. They'll exchange, but one out in the inning.
Watch his alley-oop dunk. You ready for this, Patrick?
Yes.
Hey, Robby, what time do you think the Presto Stat page refreshes?
You know what? It should be. I hope right now.
We're just glad when it refreshes.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Yeah, I was trying to get it. Good job, Robby. Good job, Robby. I was trying to get him. I was trying to get him.
It's one of those things that the one thing that I love that we did more than anything is advocating for players, for coaches, for the game being the done to the best of its ability. We all constantly we harped on the auto bid.
Yep.
And we harped on it a lot. And I think that there wasn't any attention on it until we came about.
100%.
Really, more than anything, we talked a lot and helped people understand, and we're still trying to teach people how the top 25 works. What is BOCHEP? How the league works in general. What the selection committee considers primary criteria for who gets in, who gets out, who gets seated where. We constantly we're talking about ways to improve the game, how the tournament shouldn't be regionalized like Division II, how we should continue, how we felt that this was the best tournament Subdivision 1 as far as we're not regionalizing it. Obviously, money is of the essence, but it's overall the ability that this league has, because it is independent of the other four-letter league.
Love it.
To be great, and we felt that there were so many opportunities to make that happen.
I love how Robbie's willing to say the F word, but not willing to say the four-letter word. He said Faulkner earlier, but he didn't say the other four-letter acronym that we don't like too much either. So, having a blast here on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Runners take off down to third, and the throw and catch to Warner as they catch the Barons trying to swipe an extra bag. That's out number 2 down at third base.
So nice job by Gage Williams. Let that fastball get away from him a little bit on that hit by pitch, but it settled back down here to get 2 outs. I'm trying to maintain this 3-0 lead. Robby, 2 outs here in the inning, man. But I know you've got a lot going on, and so I greatly appreciate your time and appreciate you joining us here again. The vein of a canceled flight would have made this day unbelievable and unforgettable, but I'm so glad we were able to incorporate you here on the live broadcast. And so before we let you go here, man, you've got the floor, you've got the airwaves here. It started here in Lawrenceville, and on Cody Butler Day, put things in perspective for us from your chair.
Well, Matt, I'm going to start with this. I'm a big believer in the man upstairs works in mysterious ways, and we may not understand everything that happens. I definitely think that for one reason or another, everything happens for the way it does, and it's not always our place to understand. For instance, I wasn't meant to watch Yordan Alvarez hit a home run, 2-run home run in the top of the 9th yesterday, because they would have had to drag me out of that stadium. I would have tried to go hug him after that. So
he was planning to go to the Braves-Astros game last night. Yeah. It was on his trip. It was on his itinerary.
Yeah, it was on my itinerary, and I want to thank Mickey and Melissa, if they're listening in, Cody's parents and his whole family, for being part of my family and for continuing to be part of ours. We are going to continue to grow NAI ball. It's something that we will talk about, down the road with everybody. And they are going to be a big part of that. They are going to have a step in it every step of the way and be part of it. I want to thank them for allowing me to have a relationship with Cody, because none of this happens without them and without the man they raised. And I love that man every day. It's not easy. It's not easy for them. It's not easy for me. It's not easy for you. It's not easy for a lot of people. There's so many things I want to talk to him about, so many things I want to send him. I actually am dreading college football season, because I'm just going to miss him more than I do right now. You think I miss him a lot now? Wait till college football comes around. And so it's just something that I'm thankful for, that relationship every single day. and how his impact has changed my life while he was here, and while he has moved into the next life. His impact continues to have a profound impact on my life and his legacy. And what we do every single day is build on his legacy. And what we've built here at NAI Ball is not for me. It's not for Connor. It's not for anyone. It's for the player, for the coach, and for Cody each and every day. And I could not be more thankful to that. So thank you guys for inviting me on here. I will let y'all get back to work, and I appreciate y'all for doing this and Cody Butler Day for somebody that is deserving of everything, not just a day for himself, but he deserves. I'm advocating for him to win the Ish Smith Award. For him to be awarded that award from the league. I am advocating that he has done more for this league in the last 5-6 years than anybody has. I'm advocating for this league to recognize him for what he has done and the profound impact that he has made nationally and bringing national attention to this league and everything he has done. And I'm a firm believer in what he built and continuing to do this with him on my mind and in my heart every single day. Thank you, guys.
Robby, we appreciate your time. We appreciate your voice, buddy. I really mean that. The weekly podcast, the Twitter, today, you are instrumental in the growth of this sport and this level, and I'd never, ever want to miss that opportunity to tell much how we appreciate you and your dedication.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all a ton for doing this. Thank you to GGC, to Coach Sheetinger, to y'all, to Darren, to Dion, who reached out to me first, to everybody, to Kyle, to anybody who's ever worn a GGC uniform in any way, for getting to know Cody and getting to be part of our family. If you're an alumni, we're always here for you. Our goal and our mission is to build the alumni base, and to continue to build this brand into being something great.